Neymar Jr., a player of the Brazilian national team and one who has won audiences over since his professional debut 9 years ago, proudly flaunts his title the world's most expensive player and lives the lifestyle to prove it. With the car collection valued at over $6,300,000 and a private jet that costs over $7,900, it's safe to say he's no ordinary 26-year-old. Porsche Panamera Turbo. Challenging the status quo, the Porsche Panamera Turbo breaks boundaries and sets new benchmarks. The turbo model that resides in Neymar's garage is just as impressive with a 4.0-liter V8 engine producing 545 horsepower and 770 Nm of torque. With the accelerator pedal pinned to the floor, the Panamera Turbo will accelerate to 100 km an hour in 3.8 seconds and hit a top speed of 306 km an hour. Maserati MC12. Limited to just 50 units in the world and undeniably one of the most expensive automobiles on this list, the Maserati MC12 is an automobile marvel built on the chassis of the legendary Ferrari Enzo. The V12 engine shoving 620 horsepower and 652 Nm of torque through a 6-speed automated manual transmission, it achieves 100 km an hour in 3.8 seconds and a jaw-dropping top speed of 330 km an hour. Automobile enthusiasts approve this car, Mr. Neymar. An MC12 was rode in a track in Milan, Italy. It is an asymmetrical trioval with long straights and slightly banked corners. It is a confusing layout in a flat landscape that provides few visual reference points. Not surprisingly, at a recent press introduction, Maserati's technical staff felt compelled to install several cone chicanes to slow the progress of the company's MC12 supercar before it reached the bends. You know, lets it shoot off at triple-digit velocities into the surrounding brush. Ferrari 458 Spider. Not many cars can hold a candle up to the Ferrari 458 Spider, and that would explain its rightful spot in the Brazilian football superstar's garage. Matching its good looks is an equally phenomenal 4.5-liter V8 engine that whips out 570 horsepower and 540 Nm of torque. Sprinting to the 100 km an hour mark in 3.9 seconds, it ensures Neymar's always on time. Audi RS7. The more practical of the three Audis in Neymar's garage, the RS7 merges form with function and wraps it with a gorgeous exterior. Finished off in a bright shade of blue, Neymar's RS7 is a lot like him, different yet very good. Concealed beneath its extended hood is a potent 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 that chucks out 605 horsepower and a tire-shredding 750 Nm of torque. The Audi RS7 Sportback is a wide-bodied, heart-pounding four-door sports car that features a usable backseat and practical hatchback. This all-new RS7 represents the mightiest version of the comparably subdued Audi A7. The RS model wears more aggressive-looking bodywork and has exclusive high-performance equipment that helps it compete with raucous rivals such as the Mercedes-AMG GT63S and Porsche. Audi makes this easy because there's only one RS7 to choose from, and it comes extremely well equipped with things such as all-wheel drive, four-wheel steering, and an adjustable air suspension system. For maximum madness, consider the black optics package, which adds darkened exterior trim and giant 22-inch wheels. Audi R8 Spider. A head-turner by all means, even more so with the roof down, Neymar's white Audi R8 Spider is flashy, ferocious, and fast. Powered by a monstrous 5.2-liter V10, it's good for 540 horsepower and 540 Nm of torque, which is enough to go from 0 to 100 km an hour in 3.6 seconds and hit a top speed of 318 km an hour. Although it shares its powertrain and mechanicals with the Lamborghini Huracan, the Audi R8 is less sharp-edged and surprisingly easy to live with day to day. Behind the passenger compartment is a raucous V10 engine that makes as much as 602 horsepower depending on which version you choose and literally howls when prodded. Acceleration is appropriately expeditious, but the R8's ride and handling favors a more comfortable nature, making it less competent for track days but appreciated on road trips. The R8's interior is nearly as striking as its bodywork, with an all-digital gauge display, soft leather with optional quilted stitching, and real carbon fiber trim. Volvo XC60. Neymar's first car purchase was a Volvo XC60, which he bought when he was passing his driving license, and according to him, this is the best car for learning driving. It cost him around $75,000. We say it's a pretty expensive driving learning car, Mr. Neymar. This car is one of the cheapest in his collection, stylish, modern, and undeniably desirable. The Volvo XC60 is the Swedish brand's twist on today's luxury compact SUV. Barring interior and exterior styling cues from the larger XC90 SUV gives the XC60 a head start in the desirability department, but it backs up its premium, contemporary image with a long list of standard and optional features that elevate it above many of its rivals. Inside its spacious cabin, buyers will find upscale materials and thoughtful details. Audi R8 GT. Another monster of a car which Neymar bought at the start of the year is Audi R8 GT, the newest model of the brand, which comes at a hefty price tag of around $250k, but that's nothing compared to what Neymar earns. We're not quite sure if the world needed an even faster, lighter, and more powerful Audi R8, but Stefan Reil, head of development at Quattro GmbH, the company's performance division, thinks it did. More and more customers are demanding high-performance sports cars suitable for track days and club competition events, he explains. Also, we want to bring some of the Audi R8's LMS race car technical features to the road. What he doesn't add, of course, is that Audi made so much money off of building its round of 333 GTs. If one car cost 250 grand, imagine how much money 333 cars would cost. Neymar's helicopter. We don't know how much it costs for him to buy this helicopter, but it certainly won't be cheap. He's a star in Brazil, and just like other superstars, he doesn't like to keep waiting, so he bought himself another toy to move around. Neymar's private jets. His ultimate indulgence is to ride in a £6 million Cessna 680 jet, which he reportedly owns. The private set of wings can transport up to 12 people, and it's a maximum flying range of 3,190 miles. He's also said to have owned another private jet and a luxury yacht, but they were reportedly seized in 2015 after an investigation into his tax affairs. Neymar's yacht. Neymar spent huge money to buy a second-hand yacht which cost him around $9 million. We also have to consider the amount of money needed to be spent for maintenance, which is going to be around $100k a year. So far he's been spending huge sums with houses, cars, helicopter, yachts, and whatnot. We can only imagine what he'll be doing if he's a very big star at PSG. And he is right now, but let's see if it improves. The first yacht he bought cost him $8 million. The second yacht was $9 million. Volkswagen Touareg. If you're thinking Neymar's a flashy fella, think again. As flamboyant as he is on the pitch, he does love a comfortable drive. He's been known to favor Volkswagen's classic Touareg, which is chump change for the goal-scoring whiz. At a starting price of just £44, it's the cheapest car in his collection. It's also, dare we say it, it's a bit of a soccer mom car. The name sounds odd, but the Touareg offers a comfortable ride and spirited performance, something we can all understand. Its 3.6-liter V6 makes 280 horsepower and is mated to an 8-speed automatic and all-wheel drive. The Touareg is large, comfortable, and solid, plus it's equally at home both on and off the pavement. A standard touchscreen infotainment display is functional but dated. The optional adaptive cruise control and automated emergency braking, however, are well engineered and effective. Lamborghini Veneto. There have been many rumors of Neymar purchasing this car. This two-door hypercar is motivated by a 6.5-liter engine which can push out 750 horsepower and help the Bull reach a top speed of 356 kilometers an hour. If Neymar actually owns this car, this is the most expensive car he owns. The fissured skin of the Veneto hides the Aventador's carbon fiber monarch plus aluminum front and rear subframes. A pushrod suspension with horizontal spring damper units betrays its racing aspirations. The interior is largely carried over from the Aventador and is clad in carbon fiber. The Veneto is fitted with Pirelli P0 tires on 20-inch wheels up front and 22-inch wheels in the rear. Center locking hubs allow for quicker changes, and they look great. The price of exclusivity is high at £3 million, which equals about $4 million. Most of you can stop worrying about liquidating some of your portfolio. All 3 units are already sold and will be even more expensive later on if someone decides to sell one. None will look exactly like the car you see here, though, as it's a show model. Instead, each will be painted one color of the Italian flag, white, red, and green, to further guarantee exclusivity. One of the red colors is on sale for $9.8 million, one of the most expensive cars on sale. Lycan Hypersport. Neymar's Lycan Hypersport is a Lebanon product featuring It is powered by a 3.7-liter F6 twin-turbo engine mustering 780 horsepower. Distinct from the Lamborghini Veneto, this Lycan is well capable of topping 395 kilometers an hour, one of the fastest cars on this list. With the Middle East such a major market for supercars, it was inevitable that the region eventually would birth its own supercar company. Now it has. W Motors, which billed itself as the first Arabian brand of high-performance luxury supercars, was established in Lebanon in 2012 and moved to the more luxury goods-friendly environment of the United Arab Emirates the following year. At the UAE Dubai Auto Show, W Motors unveiled its latest offering, the Fenrir Supersport. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more videos of cars and celebrities and much more. Check out the Cars and Celebrities playlist and the videos linked down in the description. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.